Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility.
She decided to die at the hands of someone she loved, to protect the hidden leaf. No matter what words you say. Look at me! There's nothing in my heart. I don't feel pain any longer.
Alright, before we jump into the tutorial, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Nugo, and I run this channel where I experiment with AI tools and try to recreate scenes, mostly anime scenes, as live-action cinematic videos. I'm honestly just someone who loves technology and storytelling, and right now we're living in a crazy moment where tools like this are becoming available to normal people like us. And I'm genuinely very thankful for this moment. A few years ago, making something like this would require a huge studio, a big team, and a lot of money. Now we can experiment with these tools from our own computers and create things that were impossible before. So my goal with this channel is simple. I want to share everything I learn along the way. I'm not a guru. I'm not pretending to know everything. And honestly, half of this process is still me experimenting and figuring things out myself. But whatever I learn, I'll show it here. If you want to try these tools yourself, I'll put all the links in the description so you can test them and play around with them. And also, if you see something I did wrong, or if you know a better way to do something, please tell me. Seriously, leave a comment and let me know. And if you liked something I did, let me know that too. Because the goal here is to get better together and push this stuff further. Alright, now let's get into the actual workflow, and I'll show you exactly how I create these videos from start to finish. Before touching any AI tool, I always start with one simple question. What scene do I want to recreate? Usually, it's an iconic anime moment. For example, Naruto vs. Pain, Madara vs. Shinobi Alliance, Sasuke vs. Deidara. The goal is simple. Take that animated scene and recreate it as if it was from a live-action movie. Once I decide the scene, I move to the most important step. This is the most critical part of the entire process. Everything depends on the first image. If the image is good, the AI tools will generate great video. If the image is bad, the video will always look wrong. So here's what I do. First, I find the anime frame or scene I want to recreate. Then I convert that image into a realistic version using tools like Nano Banana Pro, Nano Banana 2. I don't do complicated prompt engineering. I keep prompts very simple. What matters more is generating multiple variations. For each frame, I usually generate 4 images. Then I carefully pick the best one. Sometimes the difference between images is small, but that small difference can make the video look 10 times better. So never settle for the first result. Generate several and pick the best. Once I have the starting frame, I go to ChatGPT. I upload the image and tell it exactly what I'm trying to create. For example, I want to recreate this anime scene as a cinematic live-action movie shot. Then I ask it to help me write prompts for video generation. This helps me keep the scene consistent and cinematic. Now comes the fun part. I take the image and start generating videos using different AI models. The tools I use most are Seedream 2.0, Seedream 1.5 Pro, Kling 3.0, Kling 2.5 Turbo. Each model behaves differently. Sometimes one model produces a perfect shot. Sometimes another model works better. So for every scene, I usually generate 2 to 3 video variations. Then I pick the best result. This part is mostly experimentation. Sound is extremely important. Bad music can ruin a good video. I generate my own music using Suno. There are 2 reasons for this. First, I avoid copyright issues. Second, I have full control over the mood of the scene. I usually generate cinematic trailer-style music that fits the scene. This is the part many people ignore. But honestly, editing is more important than the AI tools. If you edit well, the video will look amazing. If you don't, the AI results won't save you. You can use any editing software you like. Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, CapCut, whatever you're comfortable with. Personally, I still use Sony Vegas Pro 17. It's an old tool, but I've used it since childhood and I'm very fast with it. So the lesson here is simple. Don't chase tools. Use the tool you're comfortable with. What matters is how you edit the final scene. So that's the real workflow. Idea to starting frame, to AI video, to music, to editing. And remember, the most important parts are the starting image and the editing. The AI tools are just instruments. If you want to see more tutorials like this, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more anime scenes recreated as live action, subscribe, because I'm just getting started. Now let me quickly compare the two tools I showed in this video. First is Seedance 2.0, which you can access through Yapper. Seedance can produce very cinematic results, especially when it comes to camera motion and character movement. When it works well, the quality can look really impressive. But the downside is that generation time can be very long. Sometimes it's not minutes, sometimes it's literally hours, depending on the queue and server load. And some people also notice that when these models become public, they can feel a little nerfed compared to early versions. But even with that, Seedance is still capable of producing really strong cinematic shots. On the other side, there is Higgsfield Cinema. Higgsfield is usually much faster, which makes it great for experimenting and generating multiple variations quickly. The results can also look very good, especially if your starting frame is strong. So the way I personally use them is pretty simple. If I want to test ideas quickly, I usually start with Higgsfield. If I want to push for a cinematic shot, I'll also try Seedance and see which result I like more. At the end of the day, both tools can work really well, and most of the time the real difference still comes down to your starting frame and your editing. Before we finish, I just want to be fully transparent about something. The Yapper link in the description is an affiliate link, which means if you sign up through it, I might earn a small commission. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps support the channel. But I also want to be honest about something else. I don't have any affiliate with Higgsfield. So the reason I showed both tools in this video is simply because that's actually how I work. Sometimes Seedance gives great cinematic results. Sometimes Higgsfield works better and faster. So I switch between them depending on the scene I'm trying to create. My goal here is just to show you the real workflow, not to promote one specific platform. Another thing I want to mention is that most of these AI video tools are paid tools. For some people, that's a bit of a downside, and I totally understand that. If you guys want, I can also make another video where I show you how to recreate scenes completely for free. Just keep in mind that when you go the fully free route, the workflow becomes a lot more complicated, and making something like complex fight scenes can honestly become a pain in the butt. It's definitely possible, it just requires more work and more steps. So if you'd like to see a full free workflow tutorial, let me know in the comments and I'll make that video as well.